Hi there, I'm Sylvia Plester-Silk, and 10 Minutes to Joy is your weekly invitation to reset, recharge, and rediscover your most joyful self through aha moments and simple energy techniques. Today, we're discussing the blame game. Hi there, I'm Sylvia, your host, and let's get started. We are centered in a blame culture right now. It is easy for us to blame others and criticize others and find fault outside of ourselves. And while this is incredibly tempting to do, it is the best way to get stuck in your emotional body and lose personal power. Huh? Well, let's dive in a little deeper to this. When we blame others, we're pointing a finger, and when we point a finger, three fingers point back at us. Yes, that was an obnoxious thing we used in addiction treatment, and it's somewhat accurate. But what it does is it's pointing outside of ourselves and it's looking for solutions that don't reside within us. And so therefore we say to the other person or society or government or whatever it is we're choosing to blame today, illness, we push all of our power out to that and say, once you change, I'll feel better. And all the time while we're in this blame game and the anger and all that stuff, our brain chemistry is firing off and giving us this wonderful chemical, oxytocin, which makes us think we're right in our blaming. So, how do we get out of the blame game that we keep losing and move into a completely empowered state? You see, we sometimes are getting stuck letting people rent space in our head for free. Um, and we don't want people to hold our control. In order for us to move forward and to thrive and to heal, we need to look at what is my role in this situation and how I'm doing it. So if I'm in a blame game, I'm probably feeling pretty powerless. I'm probably just really struggling. There might be a great deal of fear I'm not feeling, that I'm negating within myself. So in order to thrive and strive for improvement in this, what you need to do is switch away from giving that power and staying stuck in this discomfort. And yes, sometimes other people in our lives need to change, but we can never change another person. When I first told my mother, I guess it'll be almost 30, 40 years ago now, that I was moving in with my then boyfriend, now husband, she warned me that I could never make him change, but I could block him in change, and that wouldn't be a good thing. She was right on this one, I can tell you. Anyway, I hope I haven't blocked his change, but I certainly have fallen into the trap of trying to make him change and learn to step back from that and let him make his own decisions, and our relationship's so much better for it. So similar to blame, it's how do we go within and just own the emotions? So if it's fear that's causing you to blame, then go in and find whereabouts in your body is that fear? Where does fear live in you? And wherever it is, maybe it's on your chest, in your heart, maybe it's in your belly, put your hand on that area of your body and take some time just to acknowledge and breathe in some energy, some clear, beautiful white energy, and allow, as you feel it, pieces of that energy, of that fear to just release off your energy field. So taking a breath in, feel that fear, exhale, and allow the white out light to come in as you're exhaling out that fear. Similar if it's hurt, someone in your life has hurt you deeply. By holding anger, you're harming yourself and you're not, and they don't pay the price you do. And it's just simply not fair and it's not okay. You deserve much, much better. Um, So again, honor yourself. Go in. Where does that hurt live in your body? Where do you feel it? Maybe it feels like a broken heart or a shattered heart, or there's just a heavy tension in your body. Wherever that is, put your hand on it and just spend some time just being present. Not even trying to change it so much as, but with deep compassion. I'm so sorry that you were hurt in this way. I'm so sorry that this happened to you. And using that self-compassion and being fully present to your emotions will shift it from an outward focus to an inward focus. And that's where we have a complete empowerment or sense of personal power. Because when it's within us, we have the choice then to feel it, to honor it, to work through it, as we say. Um, and when we're sometimes what happens is we get so focused on the other person and blaming outside of ourselves that we need to disconnect from that other person who's harmed us or who we think is doing things that are unacceptable according to our value systems, because it's their soul journey that they are having for whatever reason. Maybe they just need to have that experience of engaging in behaviors that we wouldn't in a million years engage in or want for another person. And so once you've felt your feelings and you've felt them deeply and you've gone from out there to in here, and journaling can be incredibly helpful because maybe you're blaming and you don't even know why you're blaming in terms of in your mind, you're 100% clear, but your mind is generally not your friend unless it's like, I've got to remember to pick up celery and bread at the grocery store, and I need to remember how to drive to the grocery store and back. Your mind, when it comes to emotional matters, tends to distract um, and ignore and rationalize why you're feeling the way or why you're engaging in a behavior. So get out of the mind space and go into the body and the emotion, right? Where's this energy of this other person? Or maybe it's a collective energy of blame right now, because that's pretty big and it feels quite heavy to me. Um, just imagine yourself just going in and just noticing where that energy or that heaviness is sitting on you. And then you can ask your body, is this mine? And you may get a clear sense, or it may say no. And then if it's not yours, you don't have to carry it. I have witnessed clients in 30 seconds releasing somebody else's energy off of them and going from a depressed state to an energized state, to going from feeling really sad and heavy and powerless to an empowered state. So let me give you a technique that you can work on. So remember, number one, ground yourself. Number two, feel those feels. And then you can go in, where is this energy that's not mine? So maybe it was your father that harmed you, and you could say, where's dad's energy on me, or whatever you called him. And then you can say these words as you're in touch with that energy. I release you and let you go. I release me from this bond. I am free. And as you say each statement, I release you. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale, and I let you go. Exhale again. I release me from this bond. Inhale, exhale, and release. I am free. Inhale and release. And allow yourself to just see that energy floating out into either that person's higher self or a beautiful healing garden in the sky, in the divine energy field. So you can just completely shift from that outward focus to an inward focus. And yes, that sometimes is scary, but In my experience personally and with clients, the reward of shifting from outside to inside is immeasurable and so worth it. So I invite you in the next week to shift from the outside focus and the blame game. Where am I blaming? Journal about it. Go in, feel the feelings, and allow yourself to release from that. That's all for today. Remember, your emotional freedom isn't found in controlling everything around you, but in releasing what no longer serves you. Each breath is an invitation to let go and embrace your most authentic self. Have a great week. Grab your copy of Healing is Possible on Amazon today and continue this transformational journey.